when we're talking about chimneys on private dwellings, there's a couple things we got to think about. Sometimes this brick and mortar will go. With time, things fall apart. We know that, right? With different types of loads, you know, we got to think about when there's a lot of fire damage below, what's going to happen? Things are going to go left and right, right?
The chimney is one of the first things we want to look at when we get on scene. We're doing our 360 or our size up, right? The chimney is going to be a good indicator if we have fire in the basement because the chimney was made to ventilate smoke. Look at what kind of shape the chimney's in. Generally, if you have a good idea that the chimney is in good shape or the chimney is in poor shape, you have an idea of what the rest of the building is going to be like. The chimney represents a design load in the structure. It's a heavy weight. It is a concentrated load in this area of the roof, and the chimney is going to give you great clues about where fire is venting or where you have fire in the roof. You're going to see along this flashing, you're going to get smoke venting. If the chimney is in poor shape, you'll have smoke issuing through the brickwork here. It's one of the most important messages. The roof team can notify command or the engine company working below. That's an urgent message. You got a chimney, it's ready to go. Make sure your area operators are aware of it so we're not going to knock this over or hit it with a ladder device or a master stream. And realize the kind of load this will be. This will be a major impact load on the roof if this were to go, and could cause not just one collapse of the roof structure, but secondary collapses below us as well.
And be mindful, right? When we get chimney fires, right? Cold weather's coming upon us, that's going to start coming up a lot. If people don't clean their things, what happens? We get chimney fires. One thing to be mindful, right? People keep these little little meshes up, right, to keep animals out. If we have to get into the drop a chain or drop, you know, one of them chimney nozzles or whatever you what have you on your rig, be mindful. Don't get too Hercules and break everything out, because if you take one of these bricks out, this entire slab of bluestone is going to come down. And what happens? You're not going to sit here by yourself and try to support that while everything's going on.
And just be mindful as well, the same way that in ordinary constructed buildings, coping stones are held in place just by gravity, a lot of these bricks over time, this mortar is going to wear away, and gravity is the only thing holding this in place. You'll see we have this band here holding the antenna on. You'll have renovations, things like this. A cheap fix you'll see in the poorer areas. People are just going to caulk this to replace that missing mortar.